Hey guys, welcome back to some Gilded Guardians. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a full house, but also it seems like since this event has been going on, I don't know about you personally, but I really haven't been doing anything else within this game because there is so much time that is being taken up with full house. Now, full house, you can see your party has been resurrected 26 times. That is right. We are at the point we have run this 26 times. And I know and I feel the frustration of a lot of different players, especially over on the YouTube comments, everything else. Looking at the ranking, we're just north of, I think, 200. We're 219 right now. So definitely making some solid progression. But overall, it seems like there are some really, really big sticking points in this game. For me personally, even when we go through and we continue, it is about the point that we get of fighting the elite. So the 115, the 180, and I think right now we're on 185. I think maybe we're at 181 right now. This is where we keep getting sent back to on the reset. You can also see that we have one more for the Order of Solace. I was kind of questioning which way to do this, and you'll also notice within here, I didn't realize on the commander skills, this one is level 3. These are level 2. Now to unlock these two level 3, so to get these to the max level, you have to order or you have to own more heroes of that specific faction. So essentially looking in here, even looking at the Soulless heroes, to get this to the next level, so actually maxing this out to level 3, I have to buy the rest of the Soulless heroes that are available. Now, with that being said, you're looking at the founder heroes, you're looking at all of the heroes within this game that are not free to play heroes. You're never going to see them if you're not purchasing them out. Now, within the camp, since this is a new one, restoring all Guardians energy doesn't really make a big difference right now because this one is for specific our Guardians. All surviving Guardians restore 30 HP, or excuse me, 30% energy. It is worth it to get the dungeon coins, and it is because this game mode is super, super dependent when it comes to the gear. So looking here, we're at 6.7 million combat rating or power. They're at 3. It's easy to get through these fights, even if we take off the ults, which I usually do for the second fight. You can see we're melting right through these enemies. We're well leveled enough, and you'll see that we're still gaining levels. We just hit 140, which this might even be 140, 141 on everybody in here. Second, the exact same. So what I do and what I've been trying to do is getting through this game mode is focusing on not only saving the ults. You can see that everyone's ults. So we have been doing this manually based on the hit points, saving Aquarius, because of having the ability to have the immunity, but also trying to maximize the damage with the ultimate abilities that these heroes do possess. There we go. We leveled up one more time. Now, when it comes to the gear, so when it comes to the arsenal, this is a part that is just, again, silly expensive when it comes to rubies. You can see we have 1,371 of our coins in there. But looking right here, this is going to be a big upgrade. 2517, and pay attention because Runed Robe, even looking here, so this is 1.2. What is he running right now? Because the other problem that I'm having is we don't have the ability. This is 402. Look at the upgrade within this item. What I was saying is we don't have the ability to do enough damage in here to actually make a big difference, and that's where I feel like we are not getting through the enemies fast enough, not only level, but gear-wise, to do damage. But look at this, guys. That is 185k power. This is the reason why we have been going through here and we have been building this up, focusing on right now we're at tier 5 legendary gear. Even right here, we already have this built out, but Rune Robe 1.1, this is going to be a big upgrade for my casters. Now, of course, within this formation, we are running 3 casters. Because we have Tavros, because we have JD, I've been putting my best gear right here on this hero, on Aquarius, because again, with her only being epic, the chances of her surviving the entire battle are not very good. But I do need her and I do want her to survive. And I've just been, as you can see, rolling this gear kind of downhill. The rest of the team really doesn't make a difference. Even looking here at Token, they're only on level 1. It's incredibly difficult. And honestly, either you're going to focus on having one team that is very, very high level, which is what I did, versus having a bunch of heroes like this that are mid-level that could go through and possibly actually take out Strider. Now, for me personally, Strider isn't an issue. I'm able to, with this team that I have built, Strider isn't really a big issue to get through. This is the issue, and this is where players are literally getting stuck at and getting crushed. So what I've been doing for formations is actually putting like JD and Tarvos forward, Now, the logic behind this is because if you have two of your heroes forward, when JD casts the ultimate ability, it is going to cover, and depending on who you're running back here, because you'll also notice that right here we do have Tarog, and then we do have Talia back here. They do a double stun, so they can actually stun back to back. You'll see Tarvos's little, I think it's wolves or lizards or whatever come through, and then it'll be followed like 2 seconds later with the Firebird that Talia does do. And this is absolutely devastating. I will show you. So what I've been doing is, again, kind of slowing this down. Boom, we want to get the damage that we can do up here. We want to make sure that we're putting this out. Everyone's all grouped up, and there is the ultimate ability. Boom, that puts everybody in that heal. Now, as soon as someone gets low, we just fire out a Quietus to make sure, and usually it's Karen, as you can see right there. Sometimes we're locked out. And again, this is kind of the RNG aspect. And players, like I said, have been playing and really spending a stupid amount of time. And there, I even wrong-clicked the wrong hero right there. But I want to see if I put this on Ultimate, if I just let it go, what does it look like when it comes to these healers or this, these heroes itself. Right there, so it shields JD. Now again, damage-wise, it seems like with the buff on Karen, that it's going to make a really big difference, burning them down faster. And even there's the stun. We need a heal. Don't have anything. This is the reason why we've been going through this. And honestly, I've tried it a bunch of different ways to see exactly kind of what it looks like. But I want to get some poison up. I want to make sure, boom, that we got some heals going on. Heals are up on everybody right there. And even I can block it. Let's turn on our ults. There's the crowd control, followed by the crowd control. And there we go. We might be able to get this one through, guys. We can get Tarvos dropped his heal. And you can see it's doing a tiny bit of heal right there. We need some AoE heals on our rogue. We need some heals from Tarvos. And there we go. There's the immunity is up. We're going to get it done. Wow. So 185 is going to be done. And again, coming to Strider, this means that we're just going to get stuck on 185. So 195. This is where we're going to get stuck. But again, really, really difficult to get through this game mode. A lot of players are getting very stuck. And there's a tier 5 wand. That might make a big difference. Now, of course, looking at heroes like Tarvos, not only relying on him to do some of the damage, but we are also relying on him to have the ability with that secondary skill to heal. Even here, boom, 116,000. That is massive. That is a huge, massive upgrade. And then again, I do the same. I'm just saving all my all the gear on everyone else. Now, you'll also note that there is inventory that you can recycle. So once I know all of my heroes are wearing everything, I've just been kind of going through and salvaging. It does give me really nothing for coins, but it does give you a little bit more. Now, regular formation doing the exact same. So we're going to swap this back just to where they are at. These formations, again, not super hard to get through these formations. First one we go through, we kind of auto run like you see, and we're over 9 million at this point. But then the second formation, or the next time that we run this, I just turn off the ults. And we also a lot of times just turn down the speed. That way I have a lot more control when it comes to these fights and when it comes to getting through these battles. Now, of course, we're going to have another chance to get the arsenal. And I'm hoping that we're going to have the ability. And again, you can see the damage we're putting out here, even the little crowd control. We get pretty much all of these ultimate abilities. And you can see there, our rogue was sitting there the entire battle, just caged in the crowd control. Fingers crossed, guys, we get something good out of the arsenal this time. Again, we're going to have to fight Strider in a minute. This is the last battle, then it's Arsenal, and then it is right back to Strider. Again, you can see coming through here, they don't really do enough damage at this point to really make a difference. It doesn't make a difference because, again, we're going to leave all of our heroes at full energy. Almost gained a couple more levels in there. We were really close. But Strider doesn't seem to be the very, very difficult. Oh, I thought there was an Arsenal. 9.2. Now, this one specifically, so we put Grind in the back. Then going down, putting JD in here. So essentially, Grind is going to take the first hit. Then it is going to be JD, which I know right here, Aquarius. We are going to have the shielding ability that's going to go on there. So I want to show you. So Grind, boom. If we put Grind right there, he'll take a couple hits. And we want to hit the immunity. Boom, there's the immunity. So we're going to let this go ahead and see our rogue went down. This is random. So Ken Ren went down right there. And again, it is a little bit random on how it's going to work. We want to make sure that Aquitus is up. 1, 2, and look at that. Let's even go ahead and shield this alt. So JD died there. So if you can get grind to alt in the back row, like I'm trying to do right now, he actually grounds himself, and then he will take all of Strider's, essentially the effective attacks in there. We can make sure, boom, let's get everything up in here. There's Tarvos. I want to see, we missed it right there. Sometimes it is random, but again, you got to get this through. It's going to take a little bit to get this through. I want to get the ultimates up. And even there, 1, 2 shots. But we got this. We can get through this. Again, I know it's a pain. And that's exactly what players have said. Boom, 1 shot. Dodged, 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 dodged. Let's alt everyone. And sometimes it will take 1 or 2 attempts. JD got shot right there. Boom, got it done. This is what it takes, guys. This is what it takes to get through there. Grind gains a level, but that puts us through into the next zone. Now, of course, with Strider is the one that does not only all the damage, and there we go. We have our ult up. Let's go ahead and we're going to do the sum of guild coins because, again, the next 2 camps are going to be relatively easy to get through. And this is the grind, guys. We are at what, 192 in here. Swapping up our formation again, we're going to put grind up front. We have our rogue, which 9 million versus 3.8. Not too worried about that. Let's go through 1 battle, and then I'm going to turn off our ultimate abilities. And this is how players are grinding it through. You can see even right there, Kinren has just been sitting without the ability to really attack because of the crowd control. Get a lot. And also, if we stop at the elite, if we get shut down at the elite, I try it like a dozen times usually with those elites. If we cannot get through there, then we go through and we just reset it to get some more experience for these heroes. But I feel like we're going to be pretty good because we also do have all of the ultimates, and we also do have our commander buff in here as well. Bunch more levels right there. We're on 140 plus at this point. Levels make a big difference. Here's the arsenal. Fingers crossed, guys, we get something good. We got some crit boots. Now 5, yes, 6, 12 right there. That is going to be good. We also do have a hat. Now this is a place, again, a lot of players are literally just grinding out a crazy amount of rubies. There we go. So our boot goes up 74,000 attack, not including everything else. Starting to get that tier 5 gear, and let's get into the rubies again. We're looking for legendary gear. The 1, 2, we don't have anything there, even though this would help a lot. And I usually do 3 times. So 1, 2, oh, tier 5, but see, it's not legendary. Look at 9, even 411 right here. It's not worth it. 284, not worth it. 3 times, boom, which we get nothing. Unfortunately, nothing right there. And again, with what we have, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick this one up. That, of course, is going to give a little bit more survival to grind. And the reason is why we're getting this. So 46,000 defense, but we have enough coins. So we're at the point where we do have enough coins to actually go through here. Makes a big difference. So these 2 were selected. Again, tier 5 boots. We just got these ones. So we should be doing a lot more damage in here. And again, this is the stopping point. This is the nightmare. And again, looking at crowd control, double crowd control right here makes it incredibly difficult to get through the game mode. Again, we want the AoE abilities of these heroes. Let's see if we can get 1, 2, 3, boom. Let's alt and see what we can get out of here. If we can get some of these targets down, there's the AoE heal. This is the reason why we're kind of cheesing JD in the back, is because of the AoE heal and keeping everyone together. But you can see Aquarius taking a ton of damage in there. And this is, again, why we said it's very, very hard to get these targets down and to get them down really fast. Even trying to stack a little bit more damage on this side. We do 1, 2, 3. Now, the reason why I do wait on the cooldown is I want to make sure that the heroes are already taking damage, that we have the ability to actually heal some of the damage that we're already taking. I feel like if we can get through some of these targets pretty quick, that it'll make a big difference. See, JD's still up. And this is also a point where we might actually go ahead and use this. Now we know all Guardians gain 500 skill points, but I am worried about the Guardians dying. This is where I am using this in its entirety. We'll do the same. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, so now we can get, and this will, of course, will mitigate one of the ultimate abilities. So this is going to mitigate damage that we're taking or a fatality that we take at first. And hopefully, see, there's the double crowd control. It is RNG. It is RNG with the crits. It is RNG with everything else that we have within this game mode, and being able to take out these targets fast enough that you can survive. Even here, we have the rogue that is back line on this one. That's going to make a big difference. Double crowd control, but we took out 2 targets. Oh, JD went down. See, we took out 2 of the targets right there. We took out, of course, the damage dealer right back here. This, again, is another one. Quitar, when we see the ultimate ability and they burn down the back line super, super fast. Got grind with the root ability. And you'll notice that sometimes they go through and we actually see JD went down, but sometimes the rogue will actually go back line on the enemies back here, which again is kind of that RNG factor that we see. And I'm thinking maybe we ult a little bit faster. Try to get a little bit more of this damage up faster. And I'm kind of paying attention to what we're seeing in the top, because right there is almost, heal is up. JD still went down. And again, if JD goes down, there's no way we can beat Strider. So this one I feel like we can do. I feel like we're going to be able to get through this one. And I'm wondering if, let's go ahead and swap these 2 up. Wondering if Tarvos can help burn down this target faster. That we can actually get through one of these targets. It'll allow the rogue to actually go on another target much faster if we can get through. And placement of these heroes, it does make a big, big difference. And see, there was crowd control, crowd control. That means it's going to be a death. If they run both of the crowd controls together, we have an ability just based on where they are. But I'm almost wondering if I just single ult this, because I don't like Aquarius ulting that early to actually protect some more of these heroes. Boom, target goes down. Let's see, crowd control by crowd control. Yeah, let me try it without the ult. So let me see. I'm almost wondering, just saving Aquarius. So there's the first stun. Second stun. Boom, we got the ult. Too low. Tarvos is going to go down. He's close. Can he heal? Tarvos gets off his heal. Need some serious heals in here. Come on, grind. JD's going to ult, and we got Tarvos' up heal as well. We got it. We got it, guys. That is awesome. Woo! Again, this is the way that we have been grinding this. Doing the ults, doing it auto, doing it a bunch of different ways. Try to get through here. There is a tier 5 hat. That's going to make a big difference. And again, we've been working and really trying to gear up Tarvos first, just for the fact of the damage that he is putting out. Because let's see what this looks like in tier 3 to 5. I mean, that's 110,000 defense right there that he just picked up. So yeah, we need some hats. We need some, we need a lot more gear on some of these heroes. Now, again, these are regular battles. So these ones I am not really too worried about. These ones are relatively easy to get through. And I feel like also we do have the cheat death. We can get Tarvos to heal, which there we go. Get JD's heal, get Tarvos to heal. Just get everyone back alive. Then we have another Strider. And of course, it's going to be, again, Strider doesn't seem like it's the super difficult one to take out. It is that the ability to get the other heroes down. those elite heroes, those elite hero camps. And even look at Tarvos, guys. That is a big heal, guys. 215K. As you can see, levels are coming a lot slower, but I'm thinking this is going to take us well into probably the 180s. I'm hoping the 180s if we can get through Strider in here. And again, want to save those alts right off the bat. Want to make sure you have Grind's alt that is up. And then, of course, Aquarius. That way we can go in there and we can alt Aquarius to protect Grind. All right, so back to the boss. Again, we want damage right there. We want damage on Tarvos. Let's see, so Grind is right here. We go, we got the shield up on Grind. I'm okay. I'm okay, even though JD went down, because remember, if you're saving some of your tokens, there is a resurrect after you beat the first one, which we could have reset it. We could have set that up. But with this camp, we can actually do a revive. Wow. And there we go. There's JD back. Very, very cool. So that is a lot more progression. Now, we still have, I believe, 3 more tickets for today. Now, again, if you're like me and you've been farming this like crazy, we're going to keep and continue trying to maximize everything that we have in here. And we're almost to 10 million with our combat power right there. Boom, heal the front line. Tarvos' big heal is up. Yeah, we can get through this relatively easy. And again, I know I can use some of the alts in here, but if it takes an extra couple seconds, which right there is a couple more levels. And unfortunately, this time, yeah, we're only going to be at 70%. This might ultimately just happen to be using another ticket, or have to use another ticket to get that commander skill up to offer the immunity if we can't get through here. But again, we want to go in there and we want to make sure that we're at the full, energy. Now, of course, damage is the thing that we needed. Now, of course, it's really big that we did get a really good item on our assassin in there. What do we got? We have tier 5 strength, which again, HP, even he already has it. So not an upgrade there. Even let's do some refreshes in here. 1. Again, I'm looking, that doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference. This could be a little bit of a difference. 2, come on, we need something good. Tier 5, C, that would be nice. Even here, crit rating, or defense rating, magic defense. Again, that would be it. Can we do one more? Nothing. All right, so we have to pick one of them. We have 483, 373. And then, of course, the hat, a lot more defense right there, which could make a big difference with tier 5. You know what? Let's do one more. Let's do one more in here, and I'm hoping it's going to be well worth it. And it is not. It is not, but we got 176. See, 176, you have to pay attention, because even looking in here on where the rating is, 176, we're at 71. Yeah, see, that would be a pretty good upgrade from 23,000 defense to 58. So we're over doubling in here. The boots are good. And then, of course, we're going to pick up the robe again, because we have enough, offering a little bit more defense for at least the party that we do have, being able to take a little bit more damage, because there's tier 4 to tier 5. 635,000 HP right there. Boom, another 34,000 defense, and that is all that we have for these heroes. So this, again, we're just going to continue trying to farm through this next part and hopefully make some more progression. Because again, this is the point where we're starting to get the gear, we're starting to get the levels, but the teams are still very, very tough within this game mode itself. So here again is the shadow. I'm going to have to see, but let's see. Let's go back to the Haven, and I want to see where we're at score-wise with the progression we made. Now, of course, again, we've ran this 27 times. Rewards, I think we're done on the rewards. Look at that, 150 EXP scrolls, guys. That is awesome to be able to get that many. Ranking, that takes us to 185. So I thought it would be around 180. So we definitely have the rest of today. Then we have tomorrow. Hopefully we can get in the top 100. I don't know exactly where and how far that is, but that would give us some calling crystals. Also give us some pretty decent rewards out of there. I'm wondering if, yeah, I'm not sure how far. It might go through everyone. I'm almost wondering if we can get through a couple, because even here, I mean, it goes through what, 90, 100. Yeah, so it will go through everyone. But even looking to make a little bit more progression, 140, even going through, that's one Strider. So they're not too much further. And even looking at level wise, they're 149 T and long right there. So 149, 150. They're a little bit higher than we are. And then, of course, looking up here, 214. That is the reason the levels. And you can see right there, guys, that they are running Morax. And I believe this is probably the regular team they're running. And then Aquarius is the one that they're running with the boss. And you can see a couple different heroes in here, which are doing awesome. Big shout out to Witch. That is doing incredibly well. But all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.